Hi everybody. Alright, I think this might be the last of my unfinished projects for now. It's not the last of my unfinished projects. It's just the last of the ones I finished. So I think I have 3 or 4, well maybe more like 5 or 6 UFOs still up there. But here's another one. And this is a summertime album made largely with K & Company paper. There is some Club Scrap cardstock throughout. Club Scrap. And this was actually inspired by a book that I saw Arlene do. What it is Arlene last year at some point had, she had these different MFT dies, and my favorite things, and they're the thin die, so they're not thick enough to go through cardstock, but she wanted to make a mini book out of these MFT dies. So what she did was she cut them out of craft cardstock. I think I might be out of craft. It looks like this. And I get this from Walmart or Michael's. I don't know whether, I think that's where she got hers. It's a little heavier and sort of coarser than the Stampin' Up! Version. I don't think it's heavier than the Stampin' Up! Version, but it's definitely got a coarser texture. It's, anyway. So what I thought, well, if you could cut this with the MFT dies, then you could also cut this with the silhouette. Because I have a silhouette. It's one of the old ones. It's not a cameo. That's something I'd love to have someday, but it's not going to happen right away. And I thought, you know, if I double cut and take it slow, my silhouette would go through this. So, and I have so many cool cuts in the silhouette. So what I did was I cut this, and I thought, oh, it seems so flimsy. How could you make a book out of that? But then once you glue the pattern paper on it, it is darn substantial. So I was just stunned. You can make mini books by using this, and then when you glue the pattern paper on both sides, it turns out to be pretty darn substantial. And the cool thing about it is then you can cut with your die cutting machines and get really cool cuts. Your electronic die cutting machines, not like your Big Shot. And I mean, obviously you could do it with your Big Shot, but I don't have those dies. But anyway, I have a lot of cool cuts in my silhouette, so I was excited about that. So I tried it out, and I made this book, and this was the first time I used my cinch too. It was brand new, and so I thought, I'm going to try this out. And I ended up using a K & Company paper. It's probably 3 or 4 years old. It's got an old vintage look to it. I don't remember what it's called. Some of you probably remember, but here it is. So it's got kind of a warm yellow summertime feel to it. Kind of Americana and vintage, but floral and grandma's garden and all that to it. So I made it a summertime because I have a ton of, summer's my favorite time of year. And I have a ton of wonderful memories about my grandma's garden during the summer, and movies and swimming and all those great things. So this is my summertime mini, and it's made entirely with this kind of cardstock in the center of each paper, just covered with pattern paper. And I'm telling you, this thing is, it's not super heavy, but that's kind of cool because you can get a lot of pages then in a cinch. There's a lot of pages in this book, which makes it neat because so often when we use the thicker chipboard, you can't get that much in there, right? So anyway, here it is, and let's just start. I didn't want to cover this rose, so I made the title just up on the top. These little cuts here, they are from Club Scrap also. They just come as die cuts, and there are just some flowers that I had. This cute little button, I don't know if you can see that. I think that was an MME button. I don't remember. It's really pretty. And then some, don't know if we need to talk through every little bit. How did I make the title? These letters are thickers, and they have kind of a denim on them, and I painted them with Jacquard Pearl-Ex type paint. It's made by Jacquard and it's acrylic. And then these, the UMMER, I cut that out with the silhouette and then just painted them with the same paint. And these little tags are some leftovers from Club Scrap and just ribbon and a little bling out of the Michael's Dollar Spot, etc. I might put some stuff on here, but I haven't decided. I'm okay with it not having stuff. And then you open it up, and the cool thing was I was able to put the pattern paper onto the silhouette and cut it out too. So this went together really slick. And then I distressed the edges and added Vintage Photo, which is my favorite distressing color. I made this little pocket with my silhouette. You can see this library pocket. Added just fussy cut from the paper. This is a little circle. There was a whole page of these kind of circles, and I put the triple thick on top of them and just used them throughout, kind of like you might use a brad, and then just made a little tag. I did stamping on a lot of these tags, stamped the lines with the butterflies. So a lot of the pages in this book are of a different shape because I could do that, right? So this one is just a little skinny page, and this paper clip that has one of those circles on one side and a flower. I think I got at a thrift store bundle on this side. Just holds down a little envelope that I made with my silhouette, and I stamped inside and put a little horse button. Okay, and then you turn it over, and this ticket is part of the paper pad or the paper collection, and I just stamped Living Inspired, and I put a little bit of ribbon under it. And then on this side is the popcorn. It's got the movie reel, and I didn't want to cover that up, right? So I fussy cut out the popcorn and I added it, and then I just made this simple tag with one of my favorite pattern. I love making punch flowers. I think that they're easy and they look cute and they lie flat. On this side I have kind of a waterfall photo mat situation going on. So most of them are just distressed and plain so that you can just put your photos on there or journal, nothing that you're feeling bad about covering up. Got a little postcard hiding under there. That flower is one I made by cutting out different sizes of a flower with the silhouette. I actually then stamped them, edged them, and then glittered them, and then layered them, and then added just like one of those clear, and I have a whole collection of those. Sometimes I just make flowers. So that's one that I had in my stash. And fussy cut the words and made these little punch flowers. And these little tickets, or these little tags, are ones from the that I had from Club Scrap, from their punch out sheets from so long ago. So much stuff in my stash. No money to buy new, so use your stash. Oh, my little ribbon is wanting to come off. Oh, I see. I just pulled. Okay. I'm going to need to go through and work on those. Over here, this Acetate Summer Sun Scrap Goods. I was a member of Scrap Goods for a long time. And then this flower I made with the silhouette, just some bling. You come on to the other side, there's the bicycle. I didn't want to do anything with that bicycle. It's awesome. So I just left it exactly like it is. On this side, pretty complicated page actually. Let's see if I can get a good view. This, underneath of this thingy, is a card that I had made at Archivers, and I just used it for this instead. So they had given me this card with this, and it had this in it. And then this is an old, I made that with an old Cricut die from a long time ago, and it was just laying around in my stash. Put it there. Made this flower. This is a felt flower with a button and some baker's twine, and then I just cut out these tickets on my silhouette, did some stamping on it, a little bit of edging, and then underneath I covered the bottom of the card with the pattern paper and made a pocket So it's a pocket and it has a tag in it, which also has some journaling. So that just fits right under there. Okay. Over here, took a chunk of the pattern paper, added some lace on top of it, and then these are butterflies that came from the collection, and I just edged them with some glitter glue that I had. And then it holds this just simple tag. This is this little thing here is something I had from Club Scrap. Tons of that stuff, and I'm just like, I'm gonna just bring it out and lay it out when I'm working on books so that I can start using it up. Otherwise, it goes to waste. This this whole piece is an envelope that I made on my silhouette, and it was an envelope. This was the flap, and then I just covered it. I think I originally meant to make it into a pocket, but it just got covered. So that's just all it is. It doesn't have a pocket. So on one side I covered it with the butterflies, and this is a dimensional sticker from K & Company that I just had a pack of K & Company stickers, and I used them for this. And then on this side, it just looks like this. This is a rub-on, and I don't know who made that. Maybe K & Company. I don't remember. Anyway, it's a rub-on I had in my stash, and it's got kind of a stitched look to it, and it's a vine. I thought it looked pretty there. And the lattice work is part of the envelope, and then on underneath of it is the pattern paper. And then this flower, just a white plain flower from I Am Roses, and the button. On this side, just a little grouping of different things. This is one of those tickets that I cut out on the silhouette. I added the dimensional sticker, a flower with the little circle, some little flowers from the stash. This was from the dimensional sticker thing, and then some bling up along the side, and it makes a little cling pocket that you just have. Real simple, just to punch out. This was from Club Scrap, and then just a little one of those. Turn the page. Another pocket with ribbon and a dimensional sticker from that collection. And this is kind of fun. This was just a little tag, and I just glued it on there. And then on top of it, I have this felt. It's felt flowers, but it's ribbon. And I just cut them out as individual flowers and added pink centers. And I wanted to protect this. I just love that recipe there. And then on the back, wallpaper print, just nice. Over here, really simple. I left this open so you could put your photo under it. And then that flower, that one there, again, just cut them out on my silhouette, made 2 layers, then sprayed them with homemade glimmer mist to give them that sheen. Then just a little bit of distressing along the edges and a pearl center. Then some just little flowers, old Prima flowers from my stash, and a cutout. I don't even know where I got that cutout, but it looks cute there. And then over here, this little girl was in the pattern paper, and she is just so precious. So I fussy cut her, and I adhered her down on one side here so that she is a tag, or she holds a tag. And this tag is just the pattern paper, but down there in the corner is one of those rub-ons. Some more Club Scrap. I just plain on the back to just do what you want to do with it. Just fits right there. And then look at these cool things. I made tags with the silhouette to create pages. And I think I didn't do anything but punch a hole and add the ribbon at the end. And they are just super fun. Super fun. Look at the 45. I love that. And then this page. See, this thing has a lot of pages. Tons of real estate. Fussy cut so that this would be cut out along the side. I thought that would make a good holder and journaler. Then inside of that pocket is just dominoes on one side and plain on the other. Just a little spinner. And we have a flower with a flourish there. And then on this side, I really wanted to use one of these 4-folded envelopes. So I cut it out of the yellow, and then I added the pattern paper on 3 flaps and then put the jolly on the 3rd, and you open it up like this, and it just has just a little hidden, right? Do, do, do. Nope, that's not the way it goes. It goes do, 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 and then it fits under here. And then just to give a little added bonus, I only adhered that down on 2 sides so that I could create this. It's a little fold out. This is a sticker from the Dimensional Stickers. These are things that I had in my stash from Club Scrap. And then on the back is the menu. And then the last page in this rather large book. Isn't it amazing how much you can get when you use thinner in the core of the book? All this is one of those tickets with a dimensional sticker added to the top, and then I've got a swirly paper clip holding that down. But I think it's just on there for decoration because I did go ahead and adhere it down, but you can put your photo under there, and there's a rub-on right there peeking out of the top. And then this is the back, just a simple, got a flower up in the corner. So that's it. This is my summertime vintage finished and no longer in my unfinished projects box. Thanks.